welcome again. Just waiting. We'll get started 11 Eastern every Friday. For those of new to the group, welcome to the On Fire system. Let's get kicked off. So hey, again, welcome to On Fire Fridays with Ron Parisi from CPA On Fire. We created this group, the On Fire system group, really dedicated to online entrepreneurs who are trying to either start, grow, continue to excel their businesses. We're CPA On Fire, right? We basically are sort of the CFOs, business advisors for many successful online entrepreneurs. I'm a big believer in the entrepreneurial system of our great country and how it allows people with great talents, with great ideas, to be able to go and execute those ideas. The hard truth of it is not, even if you have a great idea, sometimes that doesn't translate into a great business. So really trying to educate as many people as possible to bring those great ideas, create great businesses, and create great companies, hiring, creating great places for people to work, etc. So today's topic is going to be revenue and how you, the founder, the business owner, looks at revenue. And I always say it's like, there's really, probably right now, you're tracking your revenue by cash. And that's basically, you have some type of payment processor, process it 2 days, and 2 days later, you get it into your bank account, you receive it into your accounting system, QuickBooks, Xero, Wave, whatever it is, as revenue, right? But I really would like you guys to kind of take a step back. I look at like 3 ways of looking at revenue. One is gross revenue. 2 is what's called accrual. Accrual is an accounting term. We'll get into it. And then the last is cash. Okay. So I think the gross, those folks that have a sales team that pay sales commissions probably look at gross revenue. And what I mean by gross, and sometimes gross revenue isn't too far off of cash either, but gross revenue is you make a sale, you book that sale, the entire amount of that sale. So say you're a fitness coach, right? Or business coach, or some type of informational sales that charges $1,000 for a product, but it's 3 installments or about 4 installments of $250, right? So it's $250 each month, right? On a gross basis, you would book that $1,000 as revenue, even though you're not getting paid for it over 4 months, right? So that's on a gross basis. So if you would evaluate your your commission base, right? Off of that, probably you'd pay a commission 10% off the $1,000. So you'd pay your salesperson $1,000 in commissions, right? Even though you're not receiving that $1,000, you're receiving it over the next 4 months. So that's gross. Gross. Okay, do a sale, $1,000. So you book it as $1,000. That's gross. Accrual, right, is when are those services actually being rendered? So if that $1,000 is over a 3-month or say a 2-month period, right? Or in this case, let's do a 4-month period because that's when you're getting paid, right? You would book that revenue, right? 250, 250, 250, 250, because that's actually when you're doing, you're matching up when you're actually doing the services to and accruing that over the amount of time that you're actually performing the services. So it would be, the first entry would be 250 because you'd be the first month, second month 250, third month 250, fourth month 250. And then the last one is cash, right? And even though it's probably the same numbers, it's a little distinction because our cash, like we talked about, it's when you're actually receiving the cash. So even though you did the sale month 1 for $1,000, you're not receiving that cash until over 4 months. So basically, what I'd like for you guys to think about as you run your businesses, right, is always, I think, think of revenue in those three different kind of perspectives, what I call photos. So you have your gross amount, gross sale, you have your accrual amount when you're actually delivering the services or the product. And then the last piece is the cash. So when you're actually reviewing the cash, because each piece is important, right? Gross sales are extremely important because that's like when you actually make the sale, all that work, all that marketing, all that sales efforts, right? You want to see when you actually made the sale, right? From an accrual basis, you want to see when your costs are going to be incurred, right? So deliver those services. Maybe you have somebody you pay that's an administrator or somebody that facilitates the calls or facilitates the coaching. When do you pay that person? Right? You pay that person over to 4 months. So that's when you're incurring the cost of that one sale. And then the cash, obviously cash flow is super important, is when are you actually receiving that cash, right? So it's always, I think, to kind of, not to make things more complicated, but I think to run a business, you really need to think about revenue in those kind of three pictures: gross, accrual, and cash. So if any of this kind of spurs your thinking on, and you're like, man, I really would like to dive into this deeper into your business. Again, I'm Ron Parisi with CPA on Fire. This is what we do for our clients, right? We help growing online entrepreneurs. With growth comes complexity, comes more analysis. As you grow, your attentions are needed in a lot of different areas, and we take that financial operations complexity off your plate, and we deliver visual reports, we deliver analysis, we deliver tax planning. So if you're interested, look us up on cpaonfire.com. Welcome to book a call, have a short conversation about your business, your pain points, and how we can help you continue to excel, continue to maximize profitability, maximize tax savings. So always wonderful being with you every Friday at 11 Eastern. CPA on Fire Fridays, part of the On Fire System group. Thanks for everybody for being in tune. Always love your comments. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. All right, take care now.